Hi everyone, how are you all? So myself Nagappa, you are watching Appa Chemistry classes. Our today's topic is Marnest equation. So in the last class we had discussed about the standard electrode potential, how we are going to calculate that standard electrode potential we had seen. Now in this class we are going to see the what is Nernst equation, why that Nernst equation is proposed, for what purpose it is. So we'll go into the what once previous video, that is electrode potential. What is mean by standard electrode potential? The electrode potential of a cell which is calculated at standard condition is said to be what? Standard electrode potential. That standard electrode potential, we had calculated that potential of a electrolytic cell at standard condition, that is what? 1 molar concentration and 298 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere pressure. So that is what we are calling standard condition. Whatever the potential which we calculated, that is what we are calling standard electrode potential. Now if concentration is changed, then what happens? It's electrode, the total EMF of the electrochemical cell. The total EMF of the electrochemical cell can be calculated by using Nernst equation. Okay, let's get into the Nernst equation. This Nernst equation is proposed to give the quantitative relation between the total EMF of a cell and concentration of electrolytic cells. That is what whatever the electrochemical cells which are operating in different concentration, then how to calculate the cell EMF. That to calculate the cell EMF of a electrochemical cell, they propose this Nernst equation. So before this Nernst equation, some story we'll learn about what chemical equilibrium. So say for example, some m moles of A is there, n moles of B is there, which is on reaction with both of them, then we are getting the P moles of C plus Q moles of D we are getting. So this is actually equilibrium reaction. This equilibrium reaction is related with Gibbs free energy. This equilibrium reaction is related with Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant. So delta G is equal to delta G naught plus 2.303 RT log of base 10 K. K is what here? Equilibrium constant. So which is a relation which we will learn in case of chemical equilibrium and also in thermodynamics also we get. So this reaction. Now you see in the last class we had seen what is delta G here. Delta G naught is nothing but minus NF E naught cell. Minus NF E naught cell. What is delta G then? Delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. That is, it is what electrode potential which is calculated at standard condition. It is at normal conditions. Okay na? So now you substitute these two values, then we will get the relation between electrode potential and equilibrium constant. How you are going to get that equilibrium constant? K equilibrium is nothing but equilibrium constant which you get that product of molar concentration of product by product of molar concentration of reactant. What are the concentration of product we have? C, C power P, D power Q by A power M and B power N. B power N. This is what it is the ratio between molar concentration or active masses of product by active masses of reactant. So now you substitute all these values there. So delta G minus NF E cell is equal to minus NF E naught cell plus 2.303 by RT log of K equilibrium. K equilibrium. Now here I am dividing the whole equation with minus NF. I am dividing whole equation with minus NF. Then what is left over here? E cell is equal to E naught cell minus, that is plus into minus, minus it becomes, that is minus 2.303 by NF RT log of K equilibrium. So now you see here, so this is the reaction. This is a reaction which gives the quantitative, that is the relation between electrode potential and equilibrium concentration of reactant and products. That is product concentration to the reactant concentration. That relation we will get at different concentrations. Now we will take the one example here. We will take the general example. that is we know the galvanic cell, zinc plus Cu plus 2 gives rise to Zn plus 2 plus Cu. Now in this case, now what happens? K equilibrium will be, it is product concentration, it is active mass of solid is taken as 1, it is aqueous, it is also aqueous, it is solid. Solid, active masses of solids are what? Arbitrarily they are taken as 1. Now Zn plus 2 by Cu plus 2. Okay. So this is the K equilibrium, concentration of product by concentration of reactant. Just you substitute in the above equation, then what happens? E cell is equal to E naught cell minus, so 2.303 by RT by NF log of concentration of Zn plus 2 by concentration of Cu plus 2. So this is the cell reaction for the Nernst equation for the galvanic cell. Is that clear? So now in this case what happens? You can use this reaction for single electrodes also. For half cell electrodes also we can use. Now you see here, we know that R value at standard condition, R value standard condition I am taking 8.314 joules per Kelvin or more. So temperature I am substituting as 298 Kelvin, and F is what? Faraday constant, that is 96,500 coulombs. Now by substituting all those values and multiplying, you will get the final equation as E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by N log of, here it is what? Oxidized form, that is Zn, zinc is what? Oxidized to Zn plus 2 by reduced form, that is first we will write Zn plus 2 to Cu plus 2. Now you see this is the reaction, this is the Nernst equation for the galvanic cell. You can take here E cell, in another way also we can define, that is Nernst equation, E naught of cell minus 0.0591 by N log of base 10, that is oxidized form by reduced form. Okay now, so this is the another relation for the Nernst equation. Okay now, so that is Zn plus 2 is oxidized form, copper plus 2 is what? Reduced. Oxidized form by reduced form will gives you the relation. Now here what is E naught cell? It is a standard electrode potential. How you are going to calculate? That is E right minus E left. E right minus E left. That is what? E cathode minus E anode. This we had seen in the last class. Okay, na? So we'll apply this Nernst equation for single electrodes also. Yes, for metal electrodes, how to apply the Nernst equation once you see. So metals, some metals will participate in reduction, some metals will participate in oxidation. So in case of reduction half cell, how to apply the Nernst equation once you see here. So when metal is gaining the electron, it converted to metal. So it is in aqueous solution whose concentration is C, and by gaining n number of electron, it is converting into M. Okay, na? In the Nernst equation, n is what? The number of electrons gained or lost. Now in this case, this is the electrode Nernst equation for this reaction. Now for this reaction, the standard electrode potential will be what happens? This one minus 0.0591 by N log of concentration of product by concentration of reactant. That is, product is what here? Concentration of the active mass of solid. The active mass of solid is taken as 1. Okay, now that we will learn in case of chemical equilibrium. There what happens? Log of 1 by concentration of M plus N. So whose concentration is what? C. Now that C in the denominator, it will go in the numerator, then it becomes C power minus 1. That minus 1 will come front and we will get this equation. So it is what? Half cell, for reduction half cell, Nernst equation. Is that clear? So next, for oxidation half cell, what is the Nernst equation for metal electrode? Now this is a metal electrode. For this, metal is undergoing oxidation. There what happens? This metal will have the C concentration, it is dipped in this solution, C concentration. Then this is the Nernst equation. Then what happens? We will get the finally this equation. Okay, because active mass of the solid will be 1, that is concentration of product by concentration of reactant. Concentration of product in aqueous solution is C. Is that clear? So we'll see the for non-metals. For non-metals, how to apply the Nernst equation once you. Now for non-metals which is an undergoes in reduction, I am taking the hydrogen as non-metal. Now hydrogen H plus ion plus 1 electron gaining, it is converted to what? A hydrogen gas. Now this hydrogen gas has 1 atmosphere pressure I am taking. So here equilibrium constant will be what happens in case of gases, partial pressure of that gas by concentration of H plus ion. Okay na? So partial pressure of hydrogen is power 1 by 2. The coefficient are raised to 1 by 2. Okay na? So then what happens? We know that the standard electrode potential of hydrogen electrode will be 0. So for that reason only that hydrogen is taken as primary reference electrode. With reference to that electrode only we are calculating the electrode potential of other compounds. Now here what happens? It becomes a 0. Minus 0.0591. How many electrons are exchanging? 1 electron. Log of concentration of H plus power minus 1. That minus 1 will come front. I am not multiplying that minus directly. Just it is minus of minus I am writing. It becomes plus only. But minus log of H plus ion is nothing but what? A pH. Minus log of H plus ion concentration which is expressed in normality. The concentration of acid H plus ion should be expressed in normality. So that is pH. E cell is equal to EMF, cell EMF of a electrode, that is reduction potential will be minus 0.0591 into pH. So if you know the reduction potential, easily you can calculate the oxidation potential. It is negative of, it is what? Reduction potential. Reduction potential is equal to minus of oxidation potential. You can take oxidation potential is equal to minus of reduction potential. In case of oxidation potential also if you apply, you will get that relation. That is E cell is equal to, here it is minus, it becomes what? Plus. Oxidation potential of hydrogen electrode is what? 0.0591 into pH. But whereas in case of reduction potential minus 0.0591 into pH. So that is what in case of non-metal electrode. Now we will see the relation between Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant and electrode potential. What are the relations we have? Those relations are very important. We know that what delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell, and also we know that delta G naught is nothing but, that is what standard Gibbs free energy is equal to what? Minus 2.303 nRT. Okay, that is what RT log of K equilibrium. Okay, so this is what relation between Gibbs free energy and standard electrode potential that we had seen. So standard Gibbs free energy is equal to minus 2.303 RT log of K equilibrium. So what is the relation between equilibrium constant and electrode potential? We will see. These two are equal means these two will be equal. At equilibrium what happens, Amma? At equilibrium, standard Gibbs free energy becomes 0. Not, only Gibbs free energy, change in Gibbs free energy is equal to 0. But standard Gibbs free energy is never 0. So from that, we have now that formula delta G is equal to delta G naught plus 2.303 RT log K equilibrium. So from this what happens? Delta G is equal to 0. So from that delta G naught is equal to what happens? Minus of this value. Okay, now that I had written here. So when we are both are multiplying, both are equalized, that is minus NF E naught cell is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K equilibrium. So minus minus get cancelled. So then cell potential, standard electrode potential is equal to 2.303 RT by NF log K equilibrium. So here N and F are multiplying this side, it will be in the denominator. So we know that R 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole, and T is what here? Temperature, that is 298 Kelvin. and F is Faraday constant 96,500 coulomb. So N is what number of electron exchanged. So E naught cell is equal to, by substituting all those values and multiplying, we will get 0.0591 by N log of K equilibrium. This is the relation between electrode potential and equilibrium constant. If you know the equilibrium constant, you can know the what concentration of product and reactant. Is that clear? We'll see some problems on it. Problems on Nernst equation and relation between Gibbs free energy and electrode potential and equilibrium constant. For each model, 1 or 2 problems I am going to explain. Now first problem we will see, they given the standard reduction potential of zinc ion they given, and they are asking to calculate E cell of zinc sulfate in decimolar concentration. So that zinc is undergoing in what reduction, that is reduction potential they given. By gaining 2 electron we are getting zinc solid. This is an aqueous. So whose concentration is what? Zinc sulfate concentration is what? Decimolar. Deci in the sense 10 power minus 1 or 0.1 molar. Deci in the sense 1 by 10 is called what? Deci. Now this is what? Decimolar concentration. For this E cell EMF will be what happens? E naught of Zn plus 2 to Zn, okay, minus of log of concentration of zinc by zinc ion. That zinc ion will go up again, we will get, so just now we had seen for metal electrode, for reduction potential half cell, 0.0591 by 2. Here about 2 number of electrons are exchanging, log of concentration of zinc ion. Okay, na? So just you write the N here. Now in this case, E cell we have to calculate. E naught of zinc is how much they given? Minus 0.76 plus 0.059, I am taking as 0.06 by 2. Log of concentration of zinc ion is 10 power minus 1, that will come front. So log 10 value is 1 minus, so it becomes what? Minus 0.76 minus 0.03. So you subtract that one, you will get the, how much it is? You have to add this one, that is minus 0.79 you will get. Okay, na? So that is what it is potential. So which potential it is? Reduction potential of this cell. Okay, na? So decimolar concentration of zinc sulfate. It's a standard potential they given. At a decimolar concentration they are asking to calculate. So at what concentration of copper sulfate? The cell EMF, that is what reduction potential of copper will be 0, they are saying. Means they are asking to calculate concentration. At what concentration the cell potential, that is reduction potential of copper, will becomes 0. Will becomes 0. That is reduction potential. So they are asking to calculate this concentration. Okay, they given the what here, the electrode potential they given. So E cell is equal to, E cell also they given, that is 0, Cu plus 2 to Cu they given, and E naught cell is what? E naught of Cu plus 2 to Cu minus, it is reduction potential means we will get plus value here 0.06 by 2 because n electrons, I will write one more step. So it becomes what? Cu plus 2. So now in this case what happens? Just you write here, I will write there you go. Now in this case it is becomes a 0, it is 0.34, the given E naught of copper plus 2, 0.06 by how many electron it is gaining? 2. Log of concentration of copper ion, that we have to calculate, copper ion concentration, base 10. So it becomes what? 0.03. So it is 0.34 plus 0.03 is nothing but, it is 0.37, it will be 0.37. So plus log of copper plus 2. Okay, na? So from this copper plus 2 ion concentration will be what happens? Cu plus 2 ion concentration, that is log of base 10 is equal to minus 0.37. So this base 10 that side goes, then copper plus 2 ion concentration becomes 10 power minus 0.37, or anti-log of, it becomes what? Anti-log of minus 0.37. That value they will give in the question. If they are not mentioned also, you can do that. So they will give, mostly they will mention that value. We have to substitute that value, we will get the answer. Is that clear? So next to this question, at 25 degrees Celsius, the reduction potential of hydrogen electrode they given. That is reduction potential of hydrogen electrode they given. That is H plus, not standard reduction. We know that standard reduction potential of hydrogen is 0. Okay na? So reduction potential is how much? Minus 0.118 they given. Okay. So at 1 atmosphere, what is the pH of acid solution for the construction of the electrode? Now you see here, this is H plus ion. By gaining 1 electron, it is undergoing the reduction process. So it is 1 atmosphere pressure, and they are asking to calculate the pH. They are asking to calculate pH. We know that what in case of reduction potential, that is reduction potential of hydrogen will be what here? It becomes minus 0.0591 pH. Okay, just now we had seen this is the formula for reduction potential. For oxidation potential, it will be plus. Now pH value they are asking to calculate. They given the reduction potential, that is minus 0.118 is equal to minus 0.0591. So these minus get cancelled. It will be how many times? Approximately it will be 3 times. So pH will be what happens? pH is equal to 3. Is that clear? So whenever it comes this side, it will be in the denominator. So pH value will be what happens? Into pH will be there. That is pH is equal to 3. Now next here, they given the electrode potential, standard electrode potential of nickel and chlorine electrode they given, standard electrode potential. They are asking to calculate cell EMF of this electrode, which is somewhat important model. So in the examination you are going to get like that. So for this reaction, which is anode and which is cathode here? Left side will be anode and right side will be cathode. Now first we should know the standard electrode potential, that is E naught cell we should know. How you will get E naught cell? E cathode minus E anode. E cathode minus E anode, or E right minus E left. So which is right side? This one, chloride ion. Concentration, standard electrode potential is 1.37 minus anode electrode potential is minus 0.25. So by adding these two, 1.37 plus 0.25, that is nothing but, so 5 plus 7, that is 12, 6, 1.62. E naught cell we got. E naught cell we got. Then we have to calculate E cell, that is cell EMF is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by n number of electrons. Now you see here, for this reaction I am writing the cell representation, cell reaction. So nickel is undergoing oxidation, nickel to nickel plus 2, and chloride ion, that is reduced to chlorine gas. Okay na, 2Cl minus Cl2. Now it is balanced. Now how many electron it is gaining here? Minus 2 here, plus 2, that is 2 electrons. So log of concentration of product, that is concentration of nickel by concentration of chloride ion. Now concentration of nickel is how much? It is concentration of nickel plus 2 by concentration of chloride ion power 2, because its coefficient is what? 2. Now you see here, E cell is equal to, E naught cell is how much we got? 1.62 minus 0.06 I am taking for simple calculation. Log of concentration of nickel plus 2 is how much here? 0.01, that I am writing as 10 power minus 2. So chloride ion concentration is 0.1, that is 10 power minus 1 whole power 2. That is both will be get cancelled. So log 1 is 0, that is E cell is equal to, it is 0 into this something means 0, it becomes 1.62. Is that clear? So here you need to observe here Cl minus ion power 2 we have to take. We should able to write the cell reaction as well as cell representation. Those I had explained previous video. Okay na? So that previous video will be found in iCard. So in the top left corner. Now calculate the standard Gibbs free energy change for the redox reaction of Daniell cell. What they are saying to calculate? standard Gibbs free energy delta G naught they are asking to calculate. Delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. For Daniell cell, what is the standard electrode potential? 1.10 volts. Okay na? So just you substitute there. What is Daniell cell? Zinc plus Cu plus 2. Generally we'll take this as a example as Daniell cell. Okay na? So in this case, what happens? We have the aqueous. Now how many electrons are exchanging here? N number of electrons will be 2. That is minus 2 into 96,500 into E naught value is what? 1.10. By multiplying this, we'll get the standard Gibbs free energy. Is that clear? So next we will see the another one, question number 6 you see once. So what they are saying, they given the E naught value for this reaction, they are asking to calculate equilibrium constant. So we know that what are equilibrium constant, question number 6. So E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by N log of K equilibrium. This is the formula. So E cell is they are asking that they given the E naught and at equilibrium they are saying at equilibrium what happens, cell potential, that is E cell will be 0. Okay, so then what happens, you substitute that E cell is 0 here, 0.46 minus 0.03 log of K equilibrium. So then what happens, log K equilibrium is equal to, this one will come here, minus by minus 0.03, 0.46 by 0.03. So you can take the 46 by 3, that is nothing but, so 1 and 3 5 15, 15.3 something you will get. That is log base 10 K equilibrium. Log K equilibrium is equal to 15.3. That is K equilibrium will be what happens, 10 power 15.3. Is that clear? So next question, that is, this is a homework sum. You can try once. It is an easy one. But don't forget to, here I will give you E cell reaction here. E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591. How many electrons are exchanging here? 2 electrons. Log of concentration of which one? Magnesium ion, Mg plus 2 power 1 by silver ion power 2 you have to take. Ag plus 2 power 2 we have to take. Okay na? So they given the concentration of silver ion, concentration of magnesium they given. Just you substitute. E naught cell also they given. You will get the E cell. This is what complete Nernst equation with example problem for each model. I had explained the problems also. Okay, so keep watching Appa Chemistry classes for more videos.